Do you really want to save everyone, Colonel? Or do you just want to appease your own narrow definition of justice? You should know that if you don't want something like this to happen again, we both have to get blood on our hands.
Parakaiser!
Get blood on my hands.
Headlights? I've taught you better tricks for interrogation. Or perhaps they're just too scary for a kid.
Shut up, old fart. One last time. Why are you working with CORG?
That recorder in your pocket. Where'd you get it? A history museum? Take that out. What's the big idea? Snitch the dialogue to the others in the guild? So they can turn it aside like a joke?
You old fool. I'll let you keep your filthy secret with you for a little longer. But listen well. You are currently inside the number 8 restricted area of Rostach's container zone.
What? Who told you to come here? Get your men out of here now!
So you do know what's inside the restricted area? Don't worry. I had my team do some cleaning work here. Now it's your private prison cell. After I seized this place from CORG, I found that the soil around here was heavily contaminated, and bones were buried everywhere. How many restricted areas do they have like this in Rostach? What's CORG's business here?
I don't know.
I have ways of making you talk!
Having the answers won't do you any good. You'll understand when the time comes.
Stop palming me off like a child! Doesn't matter. Sooner or later, I'll become the Akkadian Guild leader, and CORG's shackles will bind us no more. Those who stand in my way have only themselves to blame.
Good thing I didn't teach you how to do a proper body search, boy. What happens between me and my son is none of her business.
Here we are. Egregious crimes or the Akkadian Guild? This is a restricted area to them both for sure.
I'll assume full responsibility.
I didn't mean that. I can see that you want to find out how your dad died. But why do you care about the truth behind the ruckus in Rostach? Out of pure sense of justice?
Is it wrong to do what you believe is right?
Not at all. It's just... Doesn't the training manual say that obedience comes first? At our induction, the director said that what we should do is not the same as what's right to do, and that we need to leave the problem for the bosses to decide.
I know. I was told the same thing. But there are some cases of right and wrong where you don't need anyone else to decide for you. No matter how hard or complicated they seem, right is right, and wrong is wrong. It's as simple as that.
Anubis.
That's what my father used to tell me. Copy. I'm on my way. Let's go. Upu. It's
Lie
problem
down.
solved.
Yeah! Admin,
It's
I'm
your
counting
end.
on you. Anubis, those monsters we just saw, are they Vispanes?
They fit the description. So yes, there is also residual Bane energy in the soil.
What happened here exactly?
Hey, wait up! I don't want to get lost again!
Next time you take a whiz, find somewhere close around. No one's gonna come back for you again. You went outside the safe zone Kingu told us about. Count yourself lucky you came back at all.
So the rumors are true? There's monsters in the restricted zone?
You won't want to find it out yourself.
That safe zone they just mentioned.
If they were going to lock someone up at this place, they'd pick somewhere clear of Vispanes. That must be it.
Let's follow them. Target confirmed. Eat it! Don't worry. It's over now. Finished.
Hey, come get me if you can.
Finished.
"16 years ago, I was head of egregious crimes. We weren't managed by a schemer like Parakaiser back then. And even I would often go out on missions with my team.
Gotta say, you look nothing like a director, boss.
That day, we received an urgent top-secret mission. The Council wanted me to personally lead a team to Rostach and provide security for some mysterious scientific experiment. I picked a team of people I could trust, and one of them was your father, Jackal.
What was the experiment?
They'd built a great tower in Rostach. At first, the residents here, us included, assumed that it was for the future of the city. And then came the quake.
Hold up. Boss, are you saying the experiment was the cause of the quake? But aren't quakes accidental? We can barely predict them.
Quakes had killed people before, and CORG got them recorded on their internal report. Why was my father's covered up? Also, Rostach is not the only place that saw a quake. Why then has CORG been keeping a vigilant eye here only?
You're smart, kid. Just like Jackal. And you decide to get to the bottom of something, even if you sense only a whiff of it. He died in that quake, and the rest of the security team was killed by the Vispanes, except me. But the quake itself wasn't an act of God.
It was man-made.
Man-made? So someone out there knows how to control quakes?
I won't call it control, and CORG had no reason to start a quake. However, the experiment was the direct cause of that quake. Parakaiser told me so herself.
The director?
Parakaiser was the chief architect of Project Grey Tower. Rostach was scarred by rifts and cracks, and it's hard to say if there ever existed a line between the surface layer and source layer. The Visbanes, they just kept coming and slaughtering everything in their wake. Rostach was a sea of flame. I wanted an explanation. I was getting myself into trouble, yes, but I didn't care. I burst into the experiment control room and saw that woman, Parakaiser.
Where's the head scientist? Get your ass in here!
Keep it down, if you would. We cannot afford to stop the experiment until we finish collecting the last batch of data.
To hell with this goddamn experiment! Anyone can see it's luring the monsters here! Shut it down, or they're gonna kill all my people!
The Divine Grace signal coming off your gun. An access key. No wonder you managed to get in here, with that outrageous power you have now.
Shut up, you maniac! I'm standing here because it's my brothers who are getting slaughtered out there!
Have you asked yourself the question, Colonel? Why are you able to kill those monsters so easily while your men are dying?
What are you getting at?
Quakes? Was that a quake? And those monsters were Visbanes?
Judging from my scan results, you are a newly awakened modifier, and the consciousness embedded deep inside you by Gaia will slowly merge with your old self. Once that's done, all of this will make sense to you. The biggest threat to our world isn't any criminal organization, but what you refer to as monsters.
Then why haven't you stopped the experiment? Why are you luring them here?
You believe the experiment has caused a quake? Well, your assumption holds some facts. After all, we did forge Gaia's authentication certificate, which would have debilitated the already fragile boundary between worlds. But the source layer was eroded long ago. Sooner or later, quakes like this would hit every corner of Gaia, with or without our intervention. No Sapphira Zone or city would remain untouched. If that were to happen, hundreds, even thousands of modifiers like you won't be enough to save the world, Colonel. They won't be able to turn the tide. We don't need heroes to eliminate the Visbanes. We need soldiers and armies.
You son of a...
Unfortunately, these are all defective products. I've failed. But the data from our previous experiment are invaluable for the next step. Should we let this opportunity slip, we'll have to waste decades of effort on rebuilding what we had. Now, I've explained everything to you, Colonel. What's your answer?
Tell me, how many more lives are you going to sacrifice?
You're a soldier, Colonel. And soldiers don't ask silly questions like this. But I can tell you this. Every second wasted here means one more sacrifice squandered.
I will have my vengeance. My brothers will have their vengeance once the threat is eliminated.
Very good. You know where to find me. But you will exit the Grey Tower and continue with your mission at present. I need another 30 minutes to finish gathering the data.
So I went back outside and continued to hold my position with my few fellows. By the time the experiment was shut down, Rostach had been reduced to rubble. I was the only one who returned in my squad.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Your father disobeyed my orders. He left the Grey Tower and went to save the wounded in the quake. He was my best friend in the squad. A good fellow. Always followed orders to the letter and supported my every decision. But for that one time, he defied me.
Are you alright, Anubis?
Thank you for telling me this.
You're both modifiers, right? I bet my ass it's so for everyone else in egregious crimes.
CORG invited me to apply 2 years after my father's death. Only 2 in my group got qualified, and the other one soon went to a different department.
So that Parakaiser has found a way to identify unawakened modifiers. I'm not surprised, though, given she's been trying other ways since her last project.
Is that why CORG has locked down Rostach? To keep this plan secret?
To collect data, that is. The longer they run the experiment, the more quakes there are, and the more restricted areas in Rostach they need to have. The survivors from that first quake had their memories wiped, but the technology wasn't perfect. That's why we've had people who suddenly recovered their memories of the disaster. CORG needs to keep a close eye on everyone here to keep those people from spilling the beans. Parakaiser needs someone to help her turn Rostach into a forgotten city. A price to save the world. And since someone had to do it, I thought it might as well be me.
So the restricted ground zero of the quake. The medical treatment given to those suffering from memory disorders. The ban on exploitation. And the strict controls on traffic and communications. All because of this?
Correct. I may have left CORG, but as governor of Rostach, I still became their stooge.
You're more than that. You got so many people employed and adopted so many orphans. Everything you do it for the good of Rostach.
But you're still hiding the truth from the people. They would never accept pity from the ones who've done them so much wrong.
I guess you do have a point.
I've never asked for anyone's forgiveness. What's the next stage of Parakaiser's plan, now that you've rescued me?
She wants us to evacuate Rostach.
Evacuate? But how can you evacuate so many people?
No. She told us to evacuate from Rostach. Means bringing only you with us.
Is she nuts? What about the fighting and the Grey Tower? Is she just gonna hand Rostach over to that dumb boy?
She didn't say. All she said is that the situation will resolve itself after 9 p.m. tonight.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? If you guys want to leave, then suit yourself! I'm not abandoning this place!
Why join the Resistance?
My parents can't afford to have me under their roof anymore. They used to be miners, but then CORG blocked the mine, so...
No need to sugarcoat CORG's crimes.
Yes!
You now serve the reserve squad. Go find logistics to get your weapon.
Thank you. How should I address you? Sir?
Sir? I don't think I'm older than you, and I'm not your officer. Just call me Kingu like everyone else.
Yes, Kingu.
Next. Why do you want to join the Resistance?
They took my dad. He was only selling some knickknacks from outside, but CORG charged him with smuggling. Why should everything coming in and out of Rostach go through CORG's checkpoints? You bet I'm not gonna miss the opportunity to join you and fight against CORG!
Pioneer Squad. Go find logistics to get a weapon. And now he's coming?
Still recruiting? Is something wrong with that dark metal I loaned you?
It's borrowed after all. I don't want to become someone else's puppet like that old man.
Ever on your toes, aren't you? No matter. I trust my sincerity will get you one day.
Explain.
Well, I heard you seized a restricted area as I suggested. Found anything interesting there?
What of it?
Just a little curious if you got Marduk to talk about something.
Didn't say a thing.
How about a more persuasive approach? A little torture could save everyone time and effort.
Save your teachings. I don't trust someone who loves to keep me in the dark.
Once you make up your mind about our cooperation, I'll be more than glad to share them naturally. We are two peas in a pod. The more we know, the more we wish to put CORG's tyranny to an end. After all, one of their top priorities is keeping the secrets of this world buried. If you want to know the truth, you must first have determination and passion. Then, you need to be strong enough. And what have we here now? The leader of a meager armed force. Don't rush to get your hands on world-shattering secrets. You still have Rostach to get hold of.
And Rostach will be mine soon enough.
I know you'd like to get Marduk to fess up rather than stage a military coup. It's the only way you'll gain the others' trust. It's really not that hard. The most expedient means is at your disposal.
You mean...
We're both from Rostach. I don't think I need to say more. Earn everyone's trust and make Marduk talk. 2 birds, 1 stone. To be honest, I don't know why you haven't tried it already. Did it not occur to you? Or are you just feeling squeamish?
Watch your tongue. This is my last warning.
All right. I'll be waiting for the good news then.
Squad 1, with me. Time to pay the old fart a visit.
Bad news, Kingu! Someone busted Marduk out!
What?
We just received the news. They downed all our sentries along the way. No joke. They've already made it to the station.
Lock it down! Squads 1 through 10, follow me!
Looks like this is as far as we're getting. I'll take care of the pursuers. You two make your way out here.
You're the one who should go. I'll do whatever I can to stop them. Bastet, get him out of here.
Huh? Don't be a hero, kid. I don't care how good you think you are. You can't take on that many people at once. Just think of it as my atonement. For your father.
But we came here to rescue you! How do you expect us to leave you behind?
This is between Kingu and me. I don't want anyone from CORG to butt in, especially Parakaiser's people.
I know you're no fan of Parakaiser, but we're not like her. I've only been in the Akkadian Guild for a couple weeks, but I really admire you and everyone else here. As for Anubis, I know he'd break the rules to leave no stone unturned. Have faith in us, boss. We can help you.
Well, what's the plan then? The station's crawling with his men now.
Not for long.
What do you mean?
Bastet forged an SOS message from you, asking other leaders to storm the station and rendezvous with us.
And the appointed time is in 10 minutes.
Copy. I'm on my way. Thanks for your help. My deduction was correct.
Die!
Problem solved.
Enemies ahead.
Negative. No point doing that. Now that,
What do we do then?
since they're blocking the path, we'll have to...
Cleave one for ourselves.
Target confirmed. Let's go.
Looks
Hey,
like I
come
still
get
know how
me
to
if you
fight.
can. Rest up.
Thanks for your help. It's your end. They're changing their tactic. Now they're trying to trap us inside instead of playing the chase game.
Huh. I suppose that means their leader is here. Gotta hand it to the boy. He learned his job well.
How far is our rendezvous point?
2 more forks, and we'll be there.
I'll show these rookies how it's done. Cover me!
Wait!
Target found.
Thanks for your help.
I'll wipe it off the face of
God.
the...
Hoopu! Tear them apart!
They're overwhelming us! Their main force must be close!
Over there, to the front! The rendezvous point! Huh? Where's everyone? Surely you can't be late for the mission to save your boss!
Let's get out of here first! Left no one behind.
Only two? What a sorry ragtag rescue team you got there, old fart.
This is between you and me, kiddo.
Take all three of them with us.
There you are, boss! He's all right!
Finally! I knew I could count on them to rescue the boss.
You ingrate! Is this how you thank the person who took you in and raised you up?
The boss might have a soft spot for you, but I sure as hell don't. You're not escaping this time!
Seems we have a reunion here. Good. Saves me the trouble. Old fart! I dare you to tell everyone in their faces that you're one of CORG's lackeys.
The boss? One of CORG's? Surely you can spin a better yarn than that.
Use your head, kid. If it weren't for the boss, Rostach would barely survive CORG's lockdown. How could he be working for them?
Boss, we outnumber him now. Let's teach this brat a lesson.
Look at you. A coward from top to toe. A total disappointment. Marduk, I, Kingu, hereby challenge you to a copper duel!
Boss, don't listen to this kid. He's just trying to get the upper hand while you're injured.
We got power in numbers. You don't have to do a copper duel with him.
Kid, give me a hand.
Your injuries.
It's fine. I know what I'm doing. I just remembered something. When Kingu was still little, he suddenly challenged me to an arm wrestling match. And that was back when I was the arm wrestling king of Rostach. What should I do? Give the boy an earful and then brush him off so I could get back to work? No. I accepted his challenge and took him on fair and square as a proper challenger. What is a father if he shies from a challenge from his own son? I accept!
If I win, you'll hand over the presidency and get your ass out of the Akkadian Guild. But before that, you'll tell everyone what you've done. I want everyone to see your true colors.
Beat me before you talk, son.
It's snack time for my wasteland fiend.
Yeah!
Is that the best you've got? Oh, crap! Yeah! Yeah! I bet that hurts! Yeah! You're not taking me down! Show him what you got, fiend! Yeah! Is that the best you've got? Pulverize! Yeah! 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 I bet that hurts! Yeah! 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 Blast! Yeah! 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 I bet that hurts! Is that the best you've got? Yeah! Yeah! You're not taking me down! Yeah! Damn! Show him what you got, fiend! Blast! Yeah! I bet that hurts! Candy from a baby. Just admit defeat already! Acknowledge me as the new head of the Akkadian Guild, and tell us everything that you've been hiding!
That's enough, Kingu! Are you out of your mind? You're killing the boss!
Why are you still standing?
I'm not down yet, kid.
This is bad. In a copper duel, if no one admits defeat, then...
You asked for it!
Enough.
You piece of... Don't you know no one can interfere in a copper duel once it begins?
I'm not a Rostacher. I'm not obliged to observe your rules. All I know is that you can't kill your own father.
That old fart betrayed Rostach and the Akkadian Guild! He's no father of mine.
He has his own hardships.
What hardships? Oh, I'd love to hear it from him. Now that I think he'll spit it out. It'd be too lame an excuse if a word like hardship can sum up all his crimes. He crossed the line, and that's something I do not tolerate. I don't care what reason he had.
In that case, I'll protect him.
Stay out of it, kid.
It's been many years since I've seen my father. All I have left of him is a photo an inch big. To tell the truth, I don't think I can remember his voice well now. I've thought about it. That if I had... maybe I could have saved him. But I never got that chance. I don't want you to do something you'll regret, Kingu.
You...
I already warned you. Leave or lie cold with the old man here.
Here we go. Upu. The manhunt starts now. My deduction was correct. Let's go. Upu. It's your end. It's your end. Don't worry. It's over. I can finish them. All's fine now. Eat it! Phew. Let's go. Upu. Upu. Tear them apart. It's your end. Don't worry. It's over now. Problem solved. Left no one behind.
Nice one, Anubis!
Whoa! How could someone like you...
Admit defeat and leave us be.
Like I will let CORG's lackeys go!
Everything he did was to prevent something even worse from happening.
Worse things? What kind of worse things?
That... you have to ask him yourself.
Enough. First it's hardship, and now you all refuse to explain it. How do you expect me to understand any of this? What do you think all these people behind me follow me for? Trade business is a no. CORG doesn't allow goods to come in or get out. And with mining permits always getting held up, you have to open a private mine before you can risk your own life. All you can do is live like a refugee, looking for handouts each day to tide you over to the next. And the old fart. After everything he's done for CORG, he doesn't even bother to make an excuse! You might have won, but now that you've broken the rules of the Copper Duel, I don't see any point in holding back. Dark metal!
It's the AGI mecha we saw that day.
Old fart! According to the rules of the Copper Duel, I have defeated you! I'm the head of the Akkadian Guild now, and everyone here must do as I say! Now listen up! Get this nuisance for me! What are you all standing around for? That man has lost. I'm president of the Akkadian Guild.
What do you take us for, kid? We only take orders from our boss.
Putting me under your command? I'd rather quit the guild right here, right now!
That's right! Why don't we form a new guild and elect Marduk as president?
So, you all refuse to hold your end of the bargain?
You want to win everyone over with brute force. No one's gonna buy it.
Oh, then what do you lackeys of CORG have up your sleeves?
What if he has done everything he could in a situation like that?
Bullshit! If I had his authority and power, I'd definitely do a better job than him. I'd never let the people of Rostach live like this! Enough talk. Since you won't acknowledge the Copper Duel, I'll just have to take matters into my own hands!
Stop! Haven't you done enough?
What's happening?
The Bane energy fluctuation.
What's going on, Dark Metal? Answer my commands!
Kingu, what do we do?
I'll take care of it. You keep your eyes on the other side.
Watch out!
Kingu? Kingu?
What's going on? That explosion just now.
Careful. Those monsters. Our ammo isn't enough.
Monsters? Don't worry. As soon as I fix Dark Metal, they won't be a problem. Hey, just hang in there a little longer.
That big guy we borrowed went that way. Kingu, we did all of this to make Rostach better, right?
Stay calm. Kingu, stay calm. I need to save them. I need to find Marduk. I need... Dark Metal. I need to get Dark Metal back. circuits burn out? Guess I have to do it the old way. It's snack time for my wasteland fiend. I bet that hurt. Is that the best you've got? Damn! How does it feel to rest in pieces?
Sir, Kingu!
You? I thought you were with the reserve squad. Why are you here?
Our team leader received a call for help from the other squads. All of us were told to move out.
Where are the rest of them then?
I've no idea.
So you're a deserter.
I just don't want to die here. My team leader's dead. And nobody could stop that mecha. And monsters are everywhere.
Which way did the AGI mecha go?
That way.
Fine. You're hereby dismissed. Now scram. They're here. Stay sharp. Blast! Yeah! I bet that hurts! How does it feel to rest in pieces? Is that the best you've got? Yeah!
Kingu, you son of a... That mecha! My brothers! And these inky monsters, whatever they are! Did you do this as well? Is this your handiwork?
It wasn't! I've no idea what happened. Tell me, where's that mecha now? Tell me now!
How did the boss have such a jerk?
You're toast. They're here. Stay sharp. Blast! How does it feel to rest in pieces? Kill! Hang in there! You're from Squad 1, aren't you? Where's everyone else?
We were broken up. That mecha attacked us. Other monsters. So many. We could... Kingu... Did CORG do this? It's CORG, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
I wanna go home. My mother's ill and can't recognize anyone but me.
And you will. I'll get someone to send you back. Hang in there. Keep your eyes peeled. Watch. Candy from a baby. Stop! Run identification! Stop! Stop!
Get out of the way, kid! Forget the controller! The Bane energy already got that AGI mecha! The point is, you need to run!
I had it in my bag! You did something to my mecha, didn't you?
Listen to me! I've lost a lot of my men as well! There's nothing you can do here, so scram already!
You're not scaring me off like a kid just by yelling at me. Besides, since I made this mess, it's only fair I clean it up myself. Just stay out of it.
Kingu!
Anubis! Over here!
You okay?
Yeah, I guess. Right. Have you seen Marduk? I lost sight of him after the explosion.
No.
Why wasn't there any forecast of the quake? Was there a slip?
Time. What's the time?
Huh? 9:10. That's the deadline Parakaiser gave us to withdraw.
So, have you taken Marduk with you?
No. Quake just hit Rostach.
Oh, really? Let me see. Yes. A quake was recorded 10 minutes ago. How unfortunate. It must have slipped through the cracks in Aether Gazer's forecast system.
Parakaiser.
Don't let your rage get the better of you, Jackal. I'm only teasing. And where's the kitten? Is she fine?
She's here with me.
Excellent. Seeing as you're both valuable assets I cultivated personally, I'd hoped you'd withdraw before 9 so that no accident would befall you. Aether Gazer predicted 2 weeks ago that a quake would occur in Rostach. As is customary, we were to inform Rostach on their behalf.
But you didn't.
Ma'am, why would you do something like that?
As I've said, the only reason Rostach still exists is because of Marduk's promise to eliminate latent threats there. But with all these conflicts sprouting up all over the place, I cannot see how he'd keep his end of the bargain. Naturally, I had to step in.
What about the people living here?
Hasn't either of you ever run an experiment? If you don't clean up after yourself properly, you'll end up with bacteria left over in the culture dish. Observing a bacterial colony could be sport, but it's best you scrub it from the dish to keep the experimental environment tidy. Those people, they're no more than bacteria.
You...
I refuse to accept that, ma'am.
Even you would defy me, kitten? Once again, I'd like to remind you that by no means do I wish death upon these people. All I've ever wanted is for them to stay out of the way of my plans. To that end, I will always pick the best route. The quake was just convenient enough to occur at the optimal time.
Marduk hasn't been rescued yet. I will continue with the mission.
Suit yourself. Provided you don't mind the consequences that await you. Are you going with him, kitten?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I have to help him complete the mission.
The two of you. No matter. I expected no less.
Anubis, what do we do now?
Rescue people, then find Marduk.
Roger.
Copy. I'm on my way. Target confirmed. Let's go. Upu. It's your end.
Down. Come on.
Don't
Admin,
worry.
I'm
It's
counting
over
on
now.
you. Assault tactic!
My deduction was correct. Target eliminated. Eat it!
Hey, come get me if you can!
I can finish them. Let's go. Upu.
Don't worry, Cat's
Finished.
here. This won't hurt.
Eat it! None will escape.
You guys, huh? Glad to see you both okay. Now save your own skin. I'm not going with you.
No! We're here to take down this hunk of metal with you!
That's not what Parakaiser told you to do, was it?
It's what we want to do.
Stop getting in the way, old fart. I can subdue it.
You'd better save that now.
Whoa, whoa!
Just what are you hiding, old man? You still won't explain, even now?
You may be a modifier, but since you haven't fully awakened to your powers yet, these concepts might not ring a bell to you. The disaster that you just witnessed is called a quake. And these monsters are called Visbanes. That AGI mecha of yours has been corrupted by the Bane energy they brought here. That's why you can't fix it.
Quake? Visbanes?
Over a decade ago, CORG predicted the disaster would spread through the entire world. They worked hard to stop the quakes, but there were unintended consequences. Rostach's misery was one of them. You wanted to know why I cooperated with CORG. The truth is, I used to work for CORG before I got here.
And everything I did was to help them find a way to stop the disaster.
No, boss, don't say that!
Didn't you say you could do a better job than me, kid? That I should leave all my problems to you? Now tell me what you'd do if you were me. Destroy CORG? Slay your enemies? Then let disaster run rampant? Hey, CORG boy there. Do me one last favor. Go protect the civilians. I'll handle the AGI mecha.
It's too dangerous for you to fight it alone, boss!
Let's go, Bastet.
Anubis!
I hear you're adopted, but you really are a lot like Jackal. Having someone like you who gets it as a comrade in arms sure takes me back. You told me that if you'd been there, maybe you could have saved Jackal. Just what you'd expect from a kiddo. Even if you had been there, even if Jackal had known you're a modifier, he still would have thrown himself between you and harm's way without hesitation. There isn't a father in this world that puts his own son in danger. Come on! Show me what you got! This time I don't have some stupid tower to protect! Battle formation! Advance! Let's turn it into a honeycomb! Clobber them! Looks like I still know how to fight! Falcons, lure out the enemy! Ha ha! Let's turn it into a honeycomb! Can you dodge it? I said I'd be fine. Damn! Can you dodge it? Ha ha! Can you dodge it? Yeah! Damn! Ha ha! Falcons, lure out the... Taste this!
Here I go!
You got me! My turn now! Can you dodge it? Let's clobber them! Ha ha! Let's turn it into a honeycomb! Can you dodge it? Let's turn it into a honey... Looks like I still know how to fight! I said I'd be fine. Can you dodge it? Let's turn it into a honeycomb. Can you dodge it? All units stand by. Airspace control! Ha ha! Yeah! Can you dodge it? Yeah! Falcons, lure out the enemy! Ha ha! You! Clobber! Looks like I still know how to fight! I said I'd be fine. Ha ha! This is what you— All units stand by. Taste this! Falcons, lure out the enemy! Yeah! Ha ha! Let's turn it into a honeycomb! Ha ha! Clobber them! Yeah! Let's turn it into a honeycomb! Can you dodge it? You got me! My turn now! All units stand by! Airspace control! Ha ha! Can you dodge it? Let's turn it into— I said I'd be fine. Looks like I still know how to fight. You... Is this scrap heap drawing fistbanes here with its roars? The enemy is here! So you think you have me surrounded? I'll show you.
Old fart!
Kingu.
Don't you think you'll get away like that? I won't let you die before you tell me everything!
You before me. Can you dodge it? Taste this! Yeah! Can you dodge it? Let's turn it into a honeycomb! This is what you get! Can you dodge? Clobber them! Let's have some fun! Yeah!
Yeah!
I said I'd be fine. Let's turn it into a honeycomb! Can you dodge it?
See?
Looks like I still know how to fight!
Get out of my way!
Ha ha! Falcons,
Here
lure
I
out the
go!
enemy!
Blast!
Yeah! Can you dodge
They're
it?
here. Stay sharp.
All units stand by. Act on my signals. One down. Taste this! Ha ha! Can you dodge it? Let's turn it into a honeycomb. Yeah!
I bet that hurts!
All units, fire at will! Let's turn it into a honeycomb. Falcons, lure out the enemy.
Here I go! Blast!
Can you dodge it? Looks like I still know how to fight. The enemy is here. Prepare to fire. One down. That was a nice fight. Now let's head back and get some rest. Where's your reboot button now, huh? No! Not now! There are still more Fistbanes!
Is everyone else okay?
Don't worry. I've taken care of the Vizbanes in the area.
That quake was brutal. I have to assemble the guild immediately.
Boss! Hey, he's over here!
Over here, guys! Hurry!
Damn it! Boss, the earthquake hit out of nowhere. Then awful monsters started popping out all over.
Hey! Kingu's here, too! Grab him! Those monsters only showed up after he sent out that AGI mecha. It can't be a coincidence.
Get your hands off me! What do you think you're doing?
Enough! He had nothing to do with this! How are the people outside the station?
I don't know. But given the situation,
My wife still hasn't answered me since the quake. Oh no. Now I want you to take care of each other while we go save some people outside the station. Bad news! They're still coming!
Ah, Marduk. Looks like I made it right on time.
Ethan? What the hell are you doing here?
Kingu is my partner. As leader of the Children of Iron, it's not like I'd just leave him high and dry.
So, you're the one who gave Kingu that AGI mecha.
Oh, yeah. I went on a looting spree recently in a big factory and snagged quite a few of them.
Ethan! I, investigator from CORG's Egregious Crimes Department, am here to inform you that you're detained under CORG Statute 26 for vandalizing the photon rail, theft of military supplies, and illegal possession of weapons of mass destruction. You will come with me and answer my questions.
what's this guy yammering about, boss man?
Anubis, there's so many of them. Do we really have to show our hand right now?
Oh, so you were after me this whole time. CORG's lil hound dog. Interesting. A pity that I've got something more pressing right now. So maybe next time. Heh, Kingu, have you made up your mind yet? Then it's settled. Your baby boy's coming with me, Marduk. He's got somewhere more important to be. Now, if you'd be so kind. No need to worry about the monsters outside. I've already taken care of them. I think that makes us even.
Is this some kind of joke? You think you're taking a traitor of our guild away like nothing happened?
So, you Children of Iron punks have been pulling the strings!
Huh? The heck you guys talking about? You want to fight? Bring it! The more the merrier!
Enough!
Old fart. You used to be a CORG?
Correct.
Did you help CORG to find a so-called way to stop the disaster on their behalf? Or to help Rostach survive under them?
Cut it.
You asked what I would choose to do in your place, right? I've made up my mind. I'm a Rostacher, born and bred. That world-ending disaster needs to be taken care of, sure. But why do we Rostacher have to be the ones to sacrifice everything for it? Why don't we get a say in any of it? Who gives CORG the right to set up our life for us? Screw them! And screw that necessary sacrifice! I'll take back everything they took from us with my own hands! And future disaster, whatever it is, I'll find a way to deal with it. I'll prove that CORG is full of it.
Here, here.
Do what you want to do.
You're not stopping me?
Why would I? Haven't you already thought it through? I've seen too many people just muddle through life. You believe in something. That makes you a better jerk than I was.
You
can walk your own path. But once you take your first step, you have a responsibility to yourself. That's the difference between kids and adults. I don't agree with your choice to fight CORG with him. But you're my son, and that's enough. You have my full support. And you can always pay me a visit when you mess up.
Not in a million years.
Let him go!
Boss,
I said, let him go.
Mark my words, old fart. One day, you'll come to me and cry for my help. Then, I'll prove to you that you were wrong.
Fortunately, it was just one regular quake, and the rifts in the source layer closed up on their own pretty quickly. Still, if that strange man hadn't come with all those AGI mechas, there would have been even more casualties.
That woman received the warning well in advance, but chose not to let Rostach know, didn't she?
Yes.
Just like her.
I'm returning to CORG. I need to report this to the higher-ups.
That's right! We need a big shot who can put Parakaiser in her place.
You kids, it won't do you any good. You don't know what's involved in the research on artificial modifiers. They might have full authorization from the Council of Observators.
Even so, I've made up my mind.
Yes, I know you have.
What will you do next, boss?
You still want to follow me?
boss, I just heard you say that you were with CORG. Is it true?
Yes, it is.
What's your rank?
Colonel. Then I got sacked. Now I'm not even on the bench.
A colonel? Oh, that was sick!
To be frank with you, boss, you always talked about fishing for big orders and then a pile of supplies would arrive out of thin air. I had my thoughts.
But that doesn't matter. You've been our boss for, what, 10 years or more? Even if you did work with CORG, I know you did it for our... what's the word? Best interest, yeah.
You done with the crap? Good. Now, if any of you are still coming with me, get your ass up and we'll be on our way. Since Parakaiser's already given up on Rostach, she can take her ban and stuff it. I'm getting everyone out of this place. We'll find somewhere new to call home. We'll always have a way.
You all saw the Quake and Visbanes. The Quake Damage Control Department should be on their way to wipe your memories as we speak.
Kid, you're not gonna detain us until they're here, are you?
No. It's their department's job.
Actually, if you guys plan on leaving, I know a place that could take you in without being noticed by CORG. Maybe.
Oh, really? I'm interested.